So this is my hair, freshly blow dried. I'm just gonna go in and part my hair in the middle. So all I'm doing is parting out the perimeter of my hair. This is going to be the part of my hair that's going to cover my tracks when I put it up in a ponytail, or when I put it up in a claw clip, or whatever updo I want to do. So as you guys can see, I'm parting out the front first, and then I'm gonna part around my ears, and then I'm gonna part around the back of my head. And it's easier to look at what I'm doing than actually hear me explain it. I also use the 2 to 3 finger method to make sure that I'm leaving out enough hair to cover my weave. So as you guys can see, that's what I did right there. I use 3 of my fingers on the front of my hair and 3 at the back to make sure I'm covering, I have enough hair out, and it's going to cover my tracks.
We both still young, so what's the rush? Tonight is young, you're not drunk enough. You'll come around if I don't do too much. We had our downs, but we had way more ups. Let's make love. That be the reason that you always hit me up. I swear, you like the way I feel, cause I get buff. You told me your new man gon' make you nut. It's a damn shame. You come here, I knock your pussy out your damn frame. Remember that last time I made you miss your damn plane. Remember that last time I wet you down with champagne. Remember that? And I know I've been the worst, but I love you better. Let's catch a flight, change.
And all I'm doing is showing you guys my side part on both sides of my head, and also my middle part, because I wanted to make sure that I had great parting space. So I'm braiding back my hair, not too small or not too fine, straight back. I'm not doing the whole bowl method, because once you do the bowl method, if you braid down your hair, the bowl method is gonna grow up. And if you want to keep this style in for a few weeks, naturally your hair is gonna grow. And if you have kinky, natural hair is gonna grow up. So I'm doing the straight back method, and I would suggest you do the same. So the braid down is finished, and this is how it looks. And it took me about 30 minutes watching a video, so I can tell you how long it took me. So you guys saw me parting my hair. This is gonna be my middle part. This is gonna be my side part on the right, my side part on the left. I can also put my hair in a ponytail if I wanted to. So that's what your girl has been doing. And this is the hair I'm using. This hair is from AliExpress. It was some cheap hair, and I colored it in a color, hopefully it matches my hair. So yeah, I'm gonna thread my needles. I think I have another needle, and I'll be back. So the first track I'm gonna sew under the braids. And I hope you guys can see. So one thing I didn't explain is why I'm putting the weave under the braid. I'm putting the weave under the braid because I want that first track to be flat, and I also want it to be hidden, so my weave not showing. Even if I have enough here to cover it, I just don't want it showing. And I am doing it all the way from one ear to the next ear. Okay, so I'm doing it straight across. I'm sewing that track underneath that braid from the left side of my ear to the right side of my ear, as you guys can see. So I sewed down this clip so you guys can see what I mean when I say I sewed it under the braid. As you can see, when I lift that track up, you can't see anything. Okay, you can't see my track line and you can't see a track, nothing. It just looks like it's coming out my scalp.
I need you, yeah, I really do. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the mall and see what damage I could do. Okay. Deep down, I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pick. So I'm officially one bundle of hair. I think this is 22 inches of hair in. And I will say the braid down of my hair took 30 minutes. Installing this one bundle of hair took an hour, and I double wefted all my wefts in the back except the first one that I did. The first one I did around the perimeter of my head is a single track. Everything is double wefted because I want to get a nice full look. So I'm going to go in and finish the wefts. I'm gonna try to get 2.5 bundles in my head. So wish me luck. Mommy, I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy. Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come in.
So I'm showing you guys all the parts, all the styles that you can do with this versatile sewing, and that's it for today. So I put some tape-ins that I made with the kinky here at the front because my other tape-ins are falling out. I guess because I dyed them and water touched them, the tape is not taping. And I'm also going to show you guys how I made the tape-in. But as you can see, this side is blended more, and then this side is choppy because I have a bob haircut and it's freshly done. So the front of my hair is a bit short, and I didn't like how it was blending with the rest. I also need to cut this, but
Rescue me, whoa. Take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the mark, take me off the map. I'm trying to hit the group chat and tell them it's a come and rescue me. Take me out the club.
so this is what you're going to need to make your own custom tape-ins. I got these off Amazon, and these are tapes replacement glue tabs. So just type that into Amazon and you will find them on Amazon. And I'm going to show you guys how to make your custom tape-ins. You're going to need these strips. You're going to need your bundle of hair that you want to use, and you're also going to need a flat iron because that's how we're going to get those tapes to stick onto the hair. So this is how the tape looks. Once you take it off the tab, one part is going to be sticky. You're going to stick the sticky part onto your weave, and then you're going to get your flat iron, and for about 5 seconds on 350, you are going to clamp that on to the hair. This is the sticky tab. You're going to Leave it on there for a while, let it cool down. Then you're going to take that white part off, and that's how you install it in your hair. If you're doing multiple tape-ins, I would suggest you do them super close together so you don't have any space in between, and you can just cut them, because if you leave space in between, you're going to lose some of your hair, and you want to keep as much of your hair when you're doing your tape-ins. One thing I will say is that when you're working with these tape-ins, is particular the ones that you make at home, I will say that these are a little bit more bulky than the ones that you bought online. And I was trying to put the ones that I bought online in my hair, but they wouldn't stick, which is why I bought these replacement tabs. But since I had kinky hair, I wanted to make sure that the hair that I use match my real hair, and I don't need to flat iron or straighten my hair too much, which is why I made my own kinky tape-ins to match my hair. And as you guys can see, this is a ones are a little bit more bulky than the ones that I buy from Amazon. And I custom colored them, which is why they weren't sticking anymore.
Take me out the trap, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's all. I don't really know how to confess my love. Really seem like I wanna test my love for you. Don't know how to express my love. That's why American Express my love for you. I need you, yeah, I really do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the mall and see what damage I could do. Okay. I give you the world, but there's other planets too. And I need someone to be patient with me. Someone to get money when I take it from me. But they don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be, but deep down I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy, I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy.
So as you guys can see, putting these tape-ins are self-explanatory. I like to part my hair at a curve to make sure that my tape-ins are not showing, as you guys can see. And I put my tape-ins in at the bottom, and make sure when you're put them in, you're not putting these tape-ins close to your scalp. You're leaving at least a half an inch away from your scalp to make sure it's not tight, and you can pull it up into a ponytail without it hurting your hair and all of that. And then after you put the top one on, you're going to get your flat iron, and then you're going to use that flat iron to clamp both the tape ins and your natural hair together, which is called the sandwich method. And that's how your tape ins are going to stay in your hair and not pull out. Do not skip this step, or your tape ins are going to be falling out. Make sure you use your flat iron, and for 5 seconds you hold both those tape ins in place, and it's basically gluing your hair and the tape ins together.
Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come and rescue me. Take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's a come and rescue me. Take me out the club, take me out the trap, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's all
Perky got her stuck like a holster. I'm putting no crushed ice on my soda. I'm putting no crushed ice on my soda. I'm putting no crushed ice on my soda. Perky got her stuck like a holster. Boy, do it.
Is cutting this hair. One thing I realized with kinky straight hair is that the ends are normally thin, and this was 22 inches, so I cut it to about 18 inches. And I was about to curl it or flat iron it and flat iron my hair, and I decided not to because it looked way too much like my real hair for me to flat iron anything. Plus, I'm a gym girly and I didn't want to mess that up. So with that being said, this is the final look with my hair in a updo. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.